What if I told you that something as simple as hair could unlock the power of ancient destructive magic and summon demonic forces? Bayonetta, as an Umbra witch, has mastered this unusual weaponry, but why hair? In her clan of witches, it's not merely an accessory, but an exceptional weapon that gives them access to the infernal demons. For centuries, different cultures around the globe have recognized the mystical significance of hair, linking it to strength, identity, and even spiritual power. From witches binding spells with hair to the mystical Medusa, hair has been more than just a cosmetic feature. In a way, it is a vessel of immense power, and in Bayonetta, this is taken to another level, as her hair forms demons and even becomes the very fabric of her skin-tight armor. In Bayonetta, the Umbra Witches were an ancient clan of dark art practitioners known for their mastery over spiritual energy and their ability to summon powerful demons from Inferno with their hair. Yes, their hair. What we usually consider a cosmetic feature becomes a deadly and overpowered weapon in the world of Bayonetta. For the Umbra Witches, hair is not just an extension of their bodies, but it's also an extension of their magic. Essentially, their hair is a conduit and medium for them to use their magic and powers to summon powerful demons. This symbolism resonates with various historical mythological contexts, where hair is seen as a powerful element linked to an individual's identity, strength, and control. In many cultures, hair is believed to carry a person's life force or spiritual power, which is why witches are often depicted with long, unbound hair, symbolizing freedom and access to mystical abilities. In European folklore, witches were thought to use strands of their hair to bind spells and curses, reflecting the belief that hair retains a part of the person's essence, making it a potent magical tool. And during the witch hunts, they would cut all the women's hair as to sever their bond to the demons that gave them power. But it seems that European folklore had it a bit wrong when it comes to the world of Bayonetta, since the Umbran Witch's power actually is tied to their Umbran Watches, and not directly to their hair. These watches are artifacts that are crucial to an Umbran Witch's existence. They symbolize the heart and soul of a witch, and it grants them their longevity while acting as a lifeline for their power. If this watch is destroyed, a witch loses all their abilities and they are just sent to Inferno. So from what we can tell, it's this artifact that gives them the ability to manifest their magical abilities through their hair in different versatile forms. But what's even more fascinating is that this hair-based magic is not just for fighting, because Bayonetta and the other Umbra witches actually use their hair to form their clothing. Yes, those beautiful and iconic skin-tight outfits, they are all made of hair, held together by their magic. So it makes sense that when Bayonetta summons her demons, her clothing begins to disappear, making the connection between her magic and her body literal. The more powerful the attack, the more hair is needed to summon these demons, meaning that her clothing dissolves as she brings her infernal powers to the maximum. This adds a sense of vulnerability, but also immense power. It's a balance between control and unleashing chaos. This complex relationship between hair and magic is essential to understanding the Umbra Witch's power, because over centuries, their hair has symbolized their ability to command darkness by forming pacts with infernal demons that grant them overwhelming strength. While their hair remains a powerful channel, it's the Umbran Watch that anchors their control, representing the soul and the essence of the witch's pact with hell. This control, however, must be maintained, and as you see, Bayonetta works as a nun. She's always trying to summon more angels so she can kill them and, in a way, fulfill the pact that she has with Inferno. The evolution of Bayonetta's power throughout the series reflects this deep connection. One of Bayonetta's key abilities is Wicked Weaves. This technique lets Bayonetta summon the limbs and bodies of demons she's contracted with by using her hair. So, when you see her massive punches or kicks that come out of literally nowhere, those are actually attacks of her patron, Madame Butterfly, which she summons through her hair. The deeper the attack combo, the stronger the Wicked Weaves become. She can amplify her power further with Infernal Weaves during an Umbran climax. This advanced technique takes her magic to a whole new level. After chanting and dancing at the peak of her combos, she summons a full demon, not just the limbs. essentially turning a graceful dance of battle into a savage display of power. This visual representation of channeling raw infernal might through something as delicate as hair is both captivating and fabulous. Still, that is not the peak of Bayonetta's magical hair mastery, because her skills are showcased even more dramatically on Bayonetta 3 with forbidden techniques. One of these is Demon Slave, and this ability lets her invoke and fully control an infernal demon during combat. Unlike Wicked Weaves, which channels a part of the demon, or Infernal Weaves that lets her summon a demon to assist her, Demon Slave gives her full command over the infernal creatures, turning them completely obedient and making them an extension of her will. This technique highlights the depth of her magical abilities and the increasing complexity of her powers. But I mean, it gets even more overpowered with techniques like Demon Masquerade and Deadly Sin. Demon Masquerade allows the user to fuse with a demon that is linked to a specific weapon, and it is considered to be a last resort technique as it requires perfect synchronization between the witch and the demon, and any failure on either part could lead to deadly consequences. On the other hand, there is Deadly Sin, which is a forbidden ritual that summons demons through the caster's hair. But in this technique, the demon is allowed the capacity to reach new heights of strength. To perform the ritual, the caster uses their own heart and blood as an offering, so that the summoned demon can come forth with all of their true strength and abilities. However, even with such an overwhelming power, there is one crucial weakness, and that's the Umbran Watch. This artifact, which is tied directly to a witch's soul, acts as a lifeline of their infernal power. If destroyed, it cuts their demonic power and sends them to hell. In this way, the Umbran Watch is essentially a witch's Achilles heel. Ultimately, Bayonetta's hair is more than a weapon. It is the embodiment of her magical identity, a physical manifestation of her bond with the infernal forces that empower her. What makes it truly overpowered is its seamless integration with her being, allowing her to channel the depths of hell while enhancing her abilities on combat and magic. But even with all that power, the vulnerability that they have with the Umbran Watch adds a layer of tension, making it the only weakness of these overpowered weapons' limitless strength.